Hello YouTube. Uh, Wisconsin metal detector back again. Haven't had time to do much. School. It's like a bunch of snow outside, so I thought it'd be a good day to do a wrap up of 2015. There's a couple of 2014 and like one 2010 find that I'll point out. But besides that, this is all newer stuff. So I'll start at the main place I metal detect, St. Peter Church. This is all the silver coins I've found. It's all been at the church. Three Standing Liberty quarters. They're all dateless. I got two Mercury dimes. 1927, and a 1929, and some 5 Roosevelt dimes, some sort of either coin with a hole through it or like a dog tag. There's like nothing on it. An 1863 Milwaukee lithographer token. That's my oldest coin that I can date. These are all the religious or jewelry I found there. Mother Mary, that's on one of my videos. Same with one of the SLQs. A cool, what looked to be gold-plated at one time, Mother Mary ring. My only silver ring, small one. I got that thing. It literally, we can't figure out why it says it, but it says kill all little children or something like that. Cool ornate brass flower. I think it's brass. Some bullet shells. All the wheats I found there. I think there's like 27 in there. Melted stuff. A cool little school bell. A cool old brass nut that says crane and sights from a gun, a bullet, condom tin, what I think is a piece of a pocket watch, flat button, and what I think is a piece of a lantern. We'll go over to the stuff that I find with my grandpa. This is all at an abandoned logging camp, this stuff. That's all at the church. This is abandoned logging camp. And I've got more finds from the abandoned logging camp in my back room that I'll quick show you. Some bullet shells, knife or spoon or fork handle, kazoo, a cool little brass buckle, suspenders clip, Air Force badge, what looks to be an ivory die. This shotgun shell I found in an old outhouse that I was digging out. All the bottles were dating from like 1910s and earlier, and that was pulled 3 or 4 feet out of the ground. It's some 60s shotgun shell, and a really cool axe head. This is all at my house. It was field at one point, so I don't find much, but I did find a wheat, a little brass rivet from like jeans or something, a cool old bullet shell. This I found with my metal detecting friend Connor at his house when he was doing a tear out for a new garage. An old razor dispenser, and pieces of a I don't know the age, but like a suspenders clip. This was at my old school, STEM Institute. They were doing a tear out, and I only got to metal detect a little bit of it, but that's what I found. All this is from a abandoned dump in Michigan in the lake. There's a story about how me and my brother found a gun that I'll bring up. I want to start making like story time videos. This is my Uncle Tom's property, a makeup compact, a pocket watch. It's marked 1888. A cool little brass ring. Uh, like one of those mother of pearl buttons, a normal button, a little clip. Some of the gears to the pocket watches. A cool old fish scale. It was bent up, but I bent it out as much as I could. This is cool. It was off a crushed up spittoon, but I took it off. It says Geo Rawson, Athelsteen, Wisconsin, which is around where I was metal detecting. This is from a field by my house. I pulled out the piece where the caps would go for a shot, or what are they called? Cap guns. And a couple days after I found that, my friend Connor found the handle to it, some old religious pendant, 2 shotgun shells. One of them's actually a 16 gauge. This one I thought was cool. It's a 16 gauge, some sort of tooth, bone, an old lantern part that the wick would come out of here. And then here's random finds that I've had at different spots where I've only found like one thing. This was at a park. It's an old bus token. My first ever marble, and it was a clay marble. I found it in an old tavern by my house. Found this by a park. It's a sterling silver earring. I found an old ID. Hopefully that blocks out some of his info. Found this old Tootsie Toy truck with a marble in the background and a bunch of old sorry for the lighting, but the way the lighting is, it's really bad. Old pottery I found. There's some over here, but you can't see it. Old pottery I found. These are actually kind of new or older finds. 2 Tootsie Toys. I've got 2 more bottles I found with my grandpa. One of them's an ink bottle that's marked Milwaukee, and the other's a whiskey bottle. This one is just a teeny tiny little bottle. I found that with my grandpa at the logging camp. This was what probably got me in to metal detecting and all the history that my grandpa didn't get me into. I was at an old Boy Scout camp, and we were playing tag or something, and I went off in the woods and found this old bottle, so I kept it. This bottle I found under a cabin that we were staying at. It's from the 40s. Old 7-Up bottle I found at some property that we own. I don't know why I have this. It's not very old, but I found it. And I've got 3 bottles here. This one's kind of hard to see. And this cool little one. It's a little, what I think is like a perfume bottle. I also found that with my friend Connor. Some other little bottles, an old broken up 1929 insulator. It's marked. A cap to like an old perfume bottle. It's kind of cool. Insulators, mason jar lids. I kept this broken one because it's got more value for historic or like local history. Fond du Lac. And then I'll get over here. These are probably the best historical finds. So I'll start over here. These are all. That's a full bullet that has a little nick in it, and then these 2 are smashed. I cleaned this one and part of this one, and this one. Those are all bullets out of either a 22 long. This one came from a 22 short that this one came from. I think this one came from a 22 or 22 short. and this one came from something a lot bigger. Some square nails that were there, a bunch of bullet shells, two 22 longs, a bunch of 22 shorts, and one full 22. And this stuff's not really important. It's the shells, the smushed bullets, and the bullet. They were all found at a battle site. It was like an Indian cowboy shootout kind of thing. So yeah, that's probably the best historic find I have. The metal detector I use, but I'm getting a new one. I keep saying that, but I really haven't been able to. Here's another piece that I found at that dump in the water. It's got the swastika on it, and we traced it back to a handmade butter dish during 1930s, during 40s Nazi occupation of Belgium, I think it was, or something like that. And excuse the mess. Over here is where I have some of my iron finds. I got an old file, a couple old cool axe heads, a thing that you'd shove in between a tree, old horse bit that still would work, cast iron leg from a stove, some more stuff that I have to clean up, a railroad spike, a circly thing, and an old lock plate to, like, a door. I got a bunch of stuff over here to clean up, too. Just a bunch of... There's a lot of garbage over here, but I've got old horseshoes, old iron piece, more things that you'd put in between the wood, stove part. Yeah, but that's it. That's mostly... Actually, here are the bottles I'm cleaning right now. Crap. You guys can't see them. But that's it, guys. Have a great day or night or wherever you guys are. Follow, like, subscribe, and I'll get back to you with more videos. See you guys later.